here. Now look, I think of him as a bit of a kindred spirit. He's from Cork, Ireland, but he does not. Yeah. Any Irish in the house? Two of you. Quietest Irish people ever. Listen, I get you, Sean, because I too am not exotic enough in my home country. And that's why I do stand up here. Listen, is the wine corked? It probably is, okay? This next performer, part ninja, part superhero, 100% nerd. Give it up for your next performer, Sean FitzGerald!
Thank you very much for that awesome intro. And thank you all for that very welcoming clap. Thank you. So yes, my name is Sean FitzGerald. I'm from Ireland, as pointed out. Who was the person who wooed for Cork? Oh, okay. They left really quickly. Better ninja than I am. So yeah, my name is Sean FitzGerald from Cork, Ireland, as my name and accent gives away. But what you might not realise is I was actually born and raised in Germany, which has 40% of the room thinking, holy shit, a German in Belgium? I hope he's not on his way to France. Did not go well last time. The other 40% of you don't get history jokes, and the last 40% are thinking, history jokes or not, you don't know how fucking percentages work. So, yeah, being Irish and German leads to a weird mix. This is a bit high. No, never mind, it's not moving. Okay, so yeah, being Irish and German leads to a weird mix. The German part of me is obviously very efficient. Everything must be done correctly. It must be done perfectly. You have to do it right. It must be done on time, correctly, and you must do it absolutely perfectly, all the time. But the Irish part of me is like, yeah, but we'll do it tomorrow, yeah? And then obviously I moved to a country like Belgium, where nothing gets done right. Good fucking luck having it done by tomorrow. Call us back in 7 months, you can make an appointment online. So I had a son recently. Thank you very much. I say recently, he's 7. But nobody ever gives you applause when you say I have a 7-year-old. Which is weird, because making a baby, pretty easy. Keeping it alive for 7 years, that's a little bit harder. Anybody who knows you will tell you it's a fucking miracle he's alive. God forbid being responsible for another human. But, we talked about parenting earlier. I'm not mom, I'm a dad, and I do actually love it. It's awesome, having a little kid. There's a lot of benefits to it. One, you show up to your high school reunion, and you're like, fuck you, Carl, you said I'd never sleep with a woman? Check it out. Got baby. I had sex. What do you say about that? And Carl was like, I never said you wouldn't sleep with a woman. I said you'd never please a woman. I was like, fair enough. There's another reunion in 10 years, I'll fucking talk to you then. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, making a baby and raising a baby, very, very different. Making a baby is something I began researching online at about 11 years of age. Practicing solo, many, many years. And then when I reached 27, I got to practice with other people, which was pretty cool. Having a son has made me, realize different relationships, made me think about my parents and their relationship with me. I have a bit of a tenuous relationship with my parents, which anybody who has met an Irish person or knows Irish, it's an Irish tradition. Our family's fine. We'll kill anybody else if you come near our family, but inside our family, we also want to kill each other. So that's cool. Growing up, I remember my mom, whenever she got pissed off at me, she'd cut onions to make me cry, which was upsetting even more when I realized she always thought onions was a really stupid name for a puppy. I always love the reaction to that. I tell you, my mom abused me, total fucking silence. A puppy gets cut, oh no. The hypothetical puppy you just made up for your comedy set got hurt. We can tolerate you, but no, not the puppy. But yeah, and coming up to Christmas, obviously your relationship with your kids is very different as you approach Christmas. You know, my son wants all these certain presents, and you know, obviously times have changed from when I was a kid. You know, back then all your presents were from Santa, and now there's presents from Santa and from, you know, your parents, and which is great because I am sick of some mythical figure getting all of the credit for the shit that I buy. So when Christmas comes, be like, you know, the socks, the jumper that your older cousin has the exact same one of, and this one looks certain that. Don't mind that. That's from Santa. The Xbox games, that's from me. That's from Dad. Yeah. I like the applause for that. But you know, because, and the reason we do that is something that we didn't come up with. This is something that I heard from other people is great. Is, you know, kids, they go to school and they tell each other about what presents they got. You know, I got an Xbox 360, I got a PS5. You know, the modern stuff. And then some kids whose families might not be as well to do don't get those presents. You know, they get hand-me-downs, they get books, whatever. And it's, you know, you don't want the kids to think that Santa prefers certain people over others. So again, it justifies me taking all the credit for the big presents and Santa taking the credit for the shit presents. So my son does not like Santa that much, but he knows I'm awesome, so it works out. And the reason I'm so passionate about this is because growing up, my family didn't have a lot of money. I say I have a tenuous relationship with my parents, but they were awesome parents. They tried their hardest. But from Christmases, from when I was about 10 till I was about 14, every Christmas I asked Santa for a Super Nintendo with Street Fighter 4. And it never came. I always got, you know, something slightly smaller, something slightly less expensive. Going to school, everybody else had a Super Nintendo. I was like, God damn, why can't I get a Super Nintendo? So I took to writing Santa letters by secret. You know, going into the mall, seeing the mall Santa, I'd be like, listen, I know the fucking gig. I know you're not the real one, but I know you have the inside line. My parents don't know this, but I need you to tell him I need a fucking Super Nintendo. And 3 or 4 years, I tried all the techniques, sending secret letters. I'd send a letter to Santa with my parents, and then the next day immediately write my own letter, sneak off to the post office, like, ignore that other fucking one, right? Don't mind them. Just you bring me a Super Nintendo, we're all square. It never happened, which was unfortunate, but you know, I learned to live with it. And you know, then at 14, maybe a little bit older than you're supposed to, I found out Santa's not real. I was like, is that sad or is it funny? I don't know. But you know, you can imagine my relief at 14 at finding out, holy shit, all these years, Santa was not the one who disliked me. No, it was just my parents. And that's me for good night. Thanks very much, guys, for listening.
Sean FitzGerald!